Hello, and welcome back to Riven, the sequel to Myst. It's been a while since I've been here, and we are going to pick up where we left off, and where we left off was me struggling with this puzzle. Now, the fun thing is that I figured out the puzzle. I gotta remember how you do this. But I don't even remember how to get to the screenshots. But either way, I took a screenshot of, like, right before I left the stream last time. I'm sorry, right after I ended the stream last time. I was going back through the screenshots and immediately realized there was another clue in Gen's office, because I have the screenshot of... I didn't know that button did that. That's kind of fun. Z. I'm trying to remember which button opens the screenshots. It was, wasn't this one? See, look at them. I'm already... Oh, notebook right there. That's it. I knew it was over there. Right here. There's a clue right here that I was focused on this, and I forgot about this one, which talks about the base power level. And the base power level is the thing we need to figure this out. So, we actually need to go all the way back over to... Can I not do that? Can I do this? There we go. Turn the game sounds down a little bit there. A little bit loud. Can I... There we go. So we're going to need to go back to the Boiler Island in Gen's office. So it's going to be a little bit of a trip back around. I'm trying to remember what the fastest way to get there is going to be. And I think that I might have to take a ride around the... This thing. Let me see. I do remember there being a... Oh no, because his office is open now. Not his office. His, like, room where... Yeah, the worship room. Whatever. There we go. We can get out of here through this thing. So then we just got to make our way back to... the boiler room. Boiler Island. I think it was originally... I swear it was originally called Crater Island. And now they call it Boiler Island. There we go. Hopefully this takes us to Jungle Island. Jungle Island... I think it does. I think that's Jungle Island. Turn that down a little bit again. The island that has the minecart. All right. Where can we go? Then the other thing we need to figure out is this puzzle. We figured out the numbering system last time, which is good, but we never quite figured out... what the... how to figure out which animal it is. Although... I feel like this thing has to be... This is a clue of some sort, right? You know, the other guy... Ah, look at that. I was just going to say, the other one of these... You know, like, when you looked at these, you had to see the line like that. And then I just had a thought of... Maybe... Come on. All the way. There we go. What is that? It's like a... Take a picture of that. What? Oh, and the thing lit up. Oh, that's going to be very helpful. Okay, so hold on one second. We're going to solve a couple of puzzles here. This one was, let's see. If y'all want to see something cool, I did add the ability to view my iPad screen. This is where I've been keeping all the notes this whole time. And down here is where I've figured out the numbering system to the best of my ability, which may or may not be correct. So this one was... Sorry, now you can't see the game. I should have come up with like a split screen way of doing this, but I didn't, so sorry. This is the number that has 2 at the top, so it's 6 right there. So that's 6, and this was some sort of like a... Let me go back to the game here, and we'll take a look at the screenshot I just took. Here we go. That looks like a wark. I think that's a wark. We're going to say that this one is 6. And that it is... this is the water falling one. Okay. So I'm just going to write in my notes, I'm going to write 6 wark. Okay, so that's good. So we got something figured out. Okay, so I'm going to have to remember every time we go over to one of those things to use the, whatever that lens thing is called. I also don't know. There was that giant painted thing on the wall down here. Hang on, we're going to take several detours on the way here. Get out of here, Sunners. Hi. Okay. They just vanish. They teleport. There was something... Wasn't there when we... This is where we first found... Oh, I didn't realize you could just push R to do this. There you go. Yeah, this thing on the wall here, that's probably another animal painting or something, but I don't know where there's a nearby... I bet... I think that's Catherine's Island, her prison island. I'll bet you could see this. I bet you could see it from there. We might have to go back over there as well. Adding that to the list. Okay, but first we need to go back to Gen's because the his note said that there's an offset or a base power, but it doesn't say what it is. And I think that one device, sorry if I'm running so fast here. I think that one device that maybe we could figure that one out too over here. I think the one device that we were never able to figure out is the one, might be the one that we need. Okay, hang on here. Excuse me, moths. Alright, so this one, is that, which one has the symbol in it? This one. Okay, so this one is number 1, if I'm correct. So... Let me put a number 1 in my notes, and then let's see if we could figure out what the... So we got all the moths lit up here. Oh, they're kind of in... the moths are in a bit of a shape, aren't they? The thing's not lighting up, though, so I don't know if I'm looking at the right thing or not. Oh, it is now. Okay. So... I've seen that symbol, I think. I don't remember if this is like a lizard thing. It's got like a curly tail maybe, or is that like its nose? I'm actually literally gonna try and draw this because I don't know. It's like a curly, that's got like leg, something like that. Maybe there's a reference book somewhere. Is there a better view of this that I could get? can't really get the whole thing at once, can I? Now let's take 2 screenshots. So we'll do a screenshot there, and then in the notebook we'll just say that this is number 1 by the minecart. Okay, and speaking of the minecart, this will take us back over to the Boiler Island. So then we got to figure out how that, I'm a little bit nervous because the device we were trying to use, I tried it several times and couldn't figure out how to get it to work. But I didn't really, like, kind of focus on it because I wasn't quite sure what we were searching for at the time, so. I feel like this game gets very loud at times and then gets very quiet at other times. It's got such good sound design. You know, even pulling from the original game sounds that, you know, I'd hate for that to be lost. Almost there. Alright, there's his office right across the way. So, out we go. Where is the ladder? Alright, now I think, if I recall, there is a quick way up there where we don't have to go around everything. I don't think that's it. I think we could just go straight up over by it now. Some weird tiling going on some of the textures. Alright, wasn't there a ladder near here? I thought I could go straight up from here. Maybe not. Maybe I do need to go up over there. Yeah, I think I do. I think that, I don't know if that's even coming through on the stream. There's like a little bit of a, almost like a dithering happening. It's probably DLSS doing a thing. All right, into here, and then into here, and run. I was originally thinking that I'd be able to get through this game in one more session, meaning today. But there's actually quite a bit to this game, so quite a bit left. So where's the... Here we go. This is the device. So we've got we put a power ball in there, or whatever it's called. That goes up. And then we push... Pull that up, bonk it, nothing happens. So we got... How did I not realize this was here before? Let me guess. We increase the power to something. There we go. Okay, so how do I know if we got it, though? Okay, hang on. What does the note say over here? Counterintuitive thing is a greater strike does not always yield the maximum energy. Optimal strike base value is something. Can you actually tell what that number is? Hang on a second. Kind of looks like... Kind of looks like one of the ones that ends in a 4 or 9 because of the little thing at the top. So it might be 4, 9, 14. Let's try some of that. So presuming this is 0. I'd say it's probably 1, because this is probably 5, so let's try 4. Okay, I'm going to say that that is not as bright. Let's try 9. Okay, that's very bright. Oh. And bong, bong, bong. I think we got it. So the base is presumably then... Where was I keeping notes about this? Nine. Okay, so there we go. And we can just shut this off because that's really annoying. So now we should be able to go talk to Gen. I think the... technically we don't have our trap book, but I don't recall that being an actual problem. Like, I don't think we need the trap. Is there a way? Can we go straight back? You know what? Let's go back the way I came. Then I don't have to deal with that annoying rotating room. I think there isn't a way back. The way out of here goes to Survey Island, and then Survey Island goes to... is it Survey Island that goes back to? I don't remember. But either way, we're gonna take the route that I came here on, so I know what I'm doing. Then we're going to have to figure out where more of these totems are. I kind of get the feeling I may not have even found all of them. If there's at least 6. You know, the first one you see is labeled 6. So I believe... Did I make a note of this at all? If we go back to the one where the nose was broken off and it was in his lab. Then we'll have to, we could probably figure out the animal from that one. Then we'll go over to Catherine's Island again and figure out what's up with that. I gotta figure out how to get back over there. That's the problem with taking such a long break in between. You forget how to get around all these islands. We could always use the fire marble domes to get across if we need to. Or power marble domes, or whatever they're called. The marble domes. Was there another one of these nearby here? Where did I... Yeah, I didn't make a note of where any of the other ones are. I thought there was another one in here somewhere, but let's do what we came here to do. We got the thing. Let's go back to the big golden marble. All right. Here we go. Ooh. That was some interesting loading effect there. In the original game, they actually modeled each island twice. The distant view and then the, you know, the close-up view. So kind of like LODs, but just... since it wasn't in a game engine, it wasn't like they were, you know, randomly or dynamically swapped out. It was literally like, when we're rendering scenes that take place on that island, we're going to have the very low poly version of it over here. And I don't even think back then we had the ability to be like, just make this more low poly. You know, you had to just make a completely different model that completely different model to use. Which is why sometimes the relative sizes didn't look like they made sense from far away. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this is what we need. So the goal of what we're doing here, in case we forgot, is Gen is very bad at the at making the materials needed for the special books. He can't power up the books like he's supposed to be able to. So he's with this device, we've charged up these marbles and it's going to hopefully power up the book for us. So now I got to remember where I put the notes for, okay. So jungle is red, which is, red is -7. So hang on, let's kind of move some of these out of the way here. So presumably this is 1 still, and so this is 10. That's 9. So -7 would be 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's 2. All right, 1, 2. And then orange is -3. So 1, 2, 3. And then green is +5. So 9 + 5 is 14. And then blue is +12. These are from the notes in his lab. Blue is +12, which is 9 + 12 is 21, right? So this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, just making sure. Then purple is +16, which is going to be +4 more than this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be it. That should be correct now. So I think to do this, we put this back down. And then I think we go back down and then zap the book. Not 100% sure, although it does seem to be somewhat lit up now. Is there another button to do the zapping? Did I miss a button up there? Well, I guess I'm going back up because I can't do anything down here. There isn't another lever, right? We don't see another lever or button or anything down here. I don't think so. Let's go back up. All right, so I got this thing. Is this top thing a button? Doesn't look like it. Did I get the numbers wrong, perhaps? I don't think these are in the wrong spots. Jungle is red. Red is there. Survey is orange. Orange is there. Crater is purple. It's up there, or pink or whatever. Then you got temple is green and prison is blue. Those are in the right spots. Okay. So let me make sure that I wrote down. Maybe I didn't take a picture of Let's see. Minus, oh boy, I gotta go look at the numbers here. Minus 7, that is correct. And then minus 2. No, that's not 2, that's 3. Did I have that as 3? Yeah, I got minus 3. Okay. Plus 1. Plus 5. Plus 5. Sorry, I'm trying to guess to see if I remember, and then I'm looking it up. Plus, let's see, that would have to be 12. Plus 12, yes. And then purple should be plus 16. Plus 16, yeah, okay. Yeah, those are all correct. Let me make sure that I put them in correctly. So we've got 9, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 9 minus 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, that should be there, right? 9. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then plus 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Let's try that. Because I did have one wrong, it seems, so maybe that's the problem. Aha, there we go. There's a button. Oh, I really hope this thing stays powered up if I have to go here twice. Oh, that's cool. Does it work? It does. Let's go. Let's go and see what happens. That seems likely. So this place looks cool. Yeah, I'm not surprised Gen would build a jail on the entry location. So there's a book there. Oh, look who's here.
I apologize for the cage. I'm afraid this situation has often required of me a more primitive code of conduct than I might otherwise have chosen.
Got some
I
power
am
balls
Gen.
over there.
I assume you've heard of me.
Yes.
Yes.
I have. Yes.
Well, I suspect you have acquired some false information of who I am now. Not that my son would have lied to you about me. No, not Atris. It's just that, well, I'm sure he believes me to still be the depraved father I once was. Yes. I even tried to kill him once. God, if I had accomplished that, who knows what I would have become. Great father indeed, who tries to murder his own son. Thankfully, he trapped me on age 5, a prison of my own creation. No books, no precious inks, no ages to link to, nothing but my own foolish ambitions. That was 30 years ago. 30 years, 30 lifetimes, what does it matter? No sentence could be too harsh for the man I was. But I have changed.
Have you, though?
Be sure the deeds of my past can never be completely atoned for, but my mission was an honorable one.
Hmm. There we go. I have no idea why. I think this was on YouTube's side. I'm hoping that. Give me a second here. I'm just double checking some things on the stream. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yes. So, yeah, for some reason, I think this was on YouTube's end because my internet did not go down at all. But for some reason, YouTube stopped being able to get data. So,
especially in
basically, all you missed is he's talking about how he's a changed man, and he doesn't. You've been getting the bad impression of him. That's pretty much all he's been saying.
Well, I'm afraid I've had some trouble with Catherine and the moiety.
Moiety.
In any society, there will always be a small percentage of the population with rebellious tendencies. Before Catherine appeared, the moiety, as they call themselves, had been relatively harmless. I mean, the natives here are a fairly violent people by nature, but I'd almost come to accept their presence. Upon Catherine's return, however, their violence intensified considerably. It seems she's become some sort of religious savior to them. As far as I can tell, she's come to believe this herself. So I've had no alternative. I had to separate her from her people.
You had to.
The actions of Catherine and the moiety have put my own life at risk on numerous occasions. Consequently, the lives of all the people here. Therefore, I must ask you to refrain from any attempt to free her.
Sure.
Although I'm sure Atreus desires it.
She is his wife.
Indeed, he must desire it with all his heart. But he is completely unaware of her recent state. I know that you arrived in the Fifth Age with a book which was immediately stolen from you. Needless to say, its reacquisition is of interest to me, though my personal history with the moiety does not give me much hope for it.
Oh, that's right. The moiety took
Still,
it.
there is a chance you might somehow manage to retrieve it. If you do, I would ask for the safety of all concerned that you bring it to me at your earliest opportunity. Again, to be honest, my reasons here are partly selfish. There is so much yet to be resolved between Atreus and myself, especially in light of what has become of Catherine. In any case, my immediate concern is the completion of the sanctuary I've long promised to all the islanders. In the meantime, the stolen linking book. We should probably not meet again until you've recovered it.
It's fair.
I will know if you succeeded, and we'll await your return.
Well, you seem like a great guy. I'll definitely be back with the linking book.
Good luck with your search.
Thank you.
I hope to see you back here shortly.
What is that thing you've got? Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. That's kind of cool. So I guess the sparkles power the book or something. So let's head back to Riven, I guess. Because I don't see any way out of this cage. And I'm pretty sure, if I recall from playing this originally, there isn't anything to do if you come here without the linking book. So Oh, that's interesting. You link back into his... Well, I guess that makes sense. You would link into his lab. So that when he comes here, he's already in his lab. That makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, I guess we're over here. So, since we're back on this island again... how do I... What's down this way? I'm trying to remember how to get over to Catherine's Island. I might end up just taking a fire marble dome. Unless... Oh, right, there's the bridge that I broke. Alright, yeah, let's take a marble dome. Because there's one not far from here, and we'll just go to Catherine's. We'll go to Catherine's house that way. They put out some patches to the game since the last time I played. Fixed a lot of bugs that I wasn't personally experiencing, but good to see that they're still developing it. Now the marble is here and the button is on the other side. Is that right? No, wait. No, maybe the whole thing is on the other side here. There's the marble. Hang on. The viewer thing is where? Is the viewer this way? No, it's not the view. This is the way underneath his lab. How did I get so lost here? The viewer's not out here. Okay. I'm just going too fast. I'm going to have to go back and actually pay attention here. So close it up. We can't go off the rails here. Oh, you know what? Duh. It's another one of these doors. That's what it is. There we go. Alright, what was the symbol for Boiler Island or whatever this is called? It is the vertical line. I missed. This is my least favorite loading screen because you're just kind of listening to sound effects for a bit while it loads you into the other world. And there we go. Let me freeze up for a second. And then the graphics will change slightly. There we go. And now we can head down into the rift. Hopefully we don't have to charge up more of these things. I mean, it'd be fairly easy to do since I can move around freely down here now, but... Alright, well, that's doing that. The island we need to go to is the one that's kind of like a vertical eyeball symbol. Alright, so that would be... Not that one. Let's rotate a little bit here, because I don't see it. Is it... No, that's a dot. Ah, I think that's it right there. Oh, no, it's not. But... Vertical eye? Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one right there. Okay. So we gotta go... That... And then over to there. And then... Align it this way. And then just... Come on, line it up like that. And there we go. And hopefully this is Prison Island. And actually, now that I think about it, this is the only way to get to Prison Island, isn't it? We had to go through this underground thing to get there, so... So it's a good thing I did. There we go, and this is the place. All right, so what we're looking for here is Jungle Island over there. We're looking to see if we can, if there's a vantage point where we can see. You can kind of see it there, but it's probably not where they want us to be. Let's see if there's a vantage point where we can see the symbol that's over there. I think we also may need to do more with the, let's see, up here was just with that submarine in the town on Jungle Island. That's just the thing to stop the dome. That's just the way in. Oh. Hello. Yo, there we go. Look at that. They're playing the new music. That means we're onto something here. Can't see it yet. Oh, look at this. There's probably going to be a ton of clues in here. A whole new area we didn't notice. Although we seem to be kind of moving to the wrong side of the island for what I think we need to do here. Ah, there we go. This is probably going to help. Oh, I didn't even notice the very obvious thing right in the middle here. So, this is... We gotta rotate this like that. So this one is number... this would have to be number 3. So, let me make a note here that this is the Prison Island one. And it is number 3. And what is our... I'm not seeing anything down here. But there's a ladder there. I believe all of these are gravestones. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what... Well, actually, they're awfully close together to be gravestones. Or grave totems. I don't know. Alright, let's see if we could see our symbol from up here. Well, we got a clear view of the island. But I can't see the symbol anywhere. But I can walk around up here. Oh, I can get all the way up to this thing. Oh, heck. Okay. What do we think that's for? I'm thinking. Oh, that's the light. I think that's just the light shining down on the statue. Okay. Oh my God. Can't just jump across here. Hang on. Okay. Nothing yet. Gonna just walk before I go up there. I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing around here. Alright. Let's head up to the top. I don't think this is how we can get Catherine out of here at all. Just to be clear. So I don't think so. Oh, jeez. Oh, hi.
You made it.
I did, yeah.
But how did you get past again?
I mean, he kind of let me go.
I know what he's doing. He's watching you. He's waiting for you to make a mistake. You can't let Gen get back to Dunny.
Okay. I wasn't planning on it. We got a plan.
Find the moiety. They have the book.
I know.
Be careful.
Can you give me any clues about these animals and how to get to the Moy? You know how to get there. I guess you're probably being watched, so you probably can't tell me. Okay, well that's nice that I got to talk to her. So, how do I? Yeah, this doesn't seem to be a. Can't get out there. Okay, well, I guess the point of coming up here is to talk to her. So what's the... How do I see the symbol? I feel like there's a totem here, a totem thing here, so I've got to be able to see the symbol for that totem. And, like, this is the only place where you'd be able to see it on the island over there. So we got to be in the right place. We're just got to find the correct vantage point. It's also really foggy over there, so maybe that's not helping. Okay, so let's Now, these things usually mean something. Okay. What do I do with this? It's like pointing right at the thing. At least I think it is. Yeah, it seems to be pointing like right at it. So what's the... Ooh. Oh, now we're talking. There it is. What the heck is that thing? Let's take a screenshot of this sucker. It's kind of like an upside down fish thing. Let's go to the notebook and say that this is number 3 on the prison. I don't know if the location of it is relevant or not. These notes are staying, right? Yeah, okay, good. Just making sure. Okay. I'm putting this in my iPad notes here so I could make sure I have it all together. Fish. Upside down, looking down fish thing. Okay, so you can go back up. Oh, I'm stuck in it. Oh no, there we go. That's probably all we need to do here. So that means there's probably 2 more totems we need to find. And the moiety generally hang out on the jungle island. So I think that's where we're going. There is one more over there. That's right, because there's the one that's in Gen's office where the nose is missing. So, like, the nose is in Gen's office, the lens. And so we did find another one. So there's one we're missing still. I'm in the completely wrong place. I'm not paying attention. I think I took a screenshot. Let me just check. I did take a screenshot of the one in his office, didn't I? Yeah, it looks like that. So it is, just double checking my notes. It is number... Is that, did I line it up? Oh, you know what? I might not have taken a picture of it after understanding the lenses. We might have to go back to his office again. Oh, wait, no. In my notes, I wrote down that it was number 1. So, but number 1 is the one by the minecart. Okay, yeah, I think my notes are wrong. We got to go back to his office again at some point. Let's see. This one is the vertical eye thing. There we go. That was a good shot. So yeah, we're going to have to go back, and I'm going to have to kind of look at that again through the lens, unfortunately. Do we want to do that? Do we want to just do that now, or... yeah, why don't we do that now? Because we can swing over back into his office and then just hop in the minecart and go right back to Jungle Island. So I think we'll do that. And then I hope to never go to his office again. Well, I guess we will be there at least one more time, because I'm going to have to come back from trapping him in the book that he doesn't know is a trap. That's the thing here. Is the trap book that Atris gave me at the beginning is it looks like a real book. And again, the goal is to trick was that a butterfly down in here? Was that a butterfly? Or a moth? That's too bad. Okay, we want to go to the vertical line, which is that one up there. So we can go to here. At least I think that's the right one. Let me double check that. Crater Island is the vertical line in a circle. I did not need to do that. Okay. You're all good with another minecart ride, right? I wish there was some sort of indicator, aside from the symbol, that this was the correct island, but, you know, whatever. If you're enjoying my struggling through this, consider throwing a like on the video. I'd appreciate it. No pressure. Yes, here we go. Okay. Alright, running back to Gen's office. Which is this way. I suppose it is possible that I haven't properly figured out their numbering system. The moiety numbering system. Or Rivenese. But, guess we'll find out. Okay, so here's where he took the thing. And it is So the vertical line, so this is on the bottom of it, actually. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. So if it's on the bottom, this is number 2. So let me change that in my notes here. 2. Okay, so. So we still need to find number 4. And we don't know what animal goes with number 2 yet. How did I get out of here? Is it this one? Yeah, so we're gonna go find the minecart. Because I don't think it's over there. We're gonna have to wait for it to get back over here. But I do remember that at least one of the other totems we did find on Jungle Island. And then there is still more exploring to do with the submarine, so maybe we can find the 5th one. Number 4. We're missing 4 and 5, huh? Because we have 1, 3, and 6. And that's assuming there's 6. But most of the Rivenese live on Jungle Island. That's like where their village is. Yeah, you don't see any villages on any of the other islands, so I'm pretty sure most of them will be on that island. Which, this thing? I'm going to take a drink of water. It's this thing, isn't it? This is probably turns on the wood chipper, doesn't it? Yeah. So that's the thing I needed to push. Great. Takes a while for it to get over here. Kind of wish there was a non-realistic, faster way that it could just appear over here, but there it comes. All right, on we go. Back we go. I think the minecart ride was my favorite one in the original game because you're not in an enclosed ship, you're in an open cart and you like dive into the water. If you haven't seen the earlier episodes, to get the explanation, there's like bacteria or some sort of organism in the water that doesn't like heat, and so they put these. Oh, well, that's no good. Hang on a second. Let me bring back up the game. Oh no, did I have not? I don't know if I've been if it's been auto saving. We might be back at, oh, you know what? Oh, I don't know why I'm not letting you all watch these cool opening visuals here. Boy, I hope I hope there was an autosave at some point that happened, because I'm going to be frustrated if I have to redo the last hour of the game. Hour and a half, not just hour. Well, if we do have to redo it, I'm not going to talk to again. I guess I don't need to talk to Catherine. We still have all the information we had before. Oh, no, we're here. Okay. That's good. Okay. Okay. Presumably, anytime now. Presumably, Yeah, okay. Still got all the screenshots and everything. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Let's hope there's not a fatal error again. That kind of sucks. Well, anyway, as I was saying, there's like some sort of organism in the water, and they put these heat rings in the water, and the organism wants to get away from it, and it pulls the water with it, and so they're able to use that to manipulate the shape of the water. Which also seems to be why there's like fissure-shaped holes in the ocean out there. There's like steam coming up and the water's moving out of the way. All right, and we're back. Let's head... Excuse me, moths. Let's head back into... Let's see, that's where we came back up. I think we want to go into here. Let's see if we could remember where that other totem is. I feel like it was around some of these... It was around some of these big leaves and stuff, I thought. Oh, there it is. Can we get over to that? How? At least I think that's where it is. Because I see a bunch of the little statues there. Yeah, how did we get over to that before? Maybe I gotta keep going around. It's kind of dumb that you can't just walk wherever you want, you know? But, like, I think if the, if this wasn't based on an original game where you were basically on rails the whole time, you know, they would have designed it differently so that this was easier to do. But, alright, is it down and then back up? I think so. Maybe. I think so. Alright, good. Oh, the elevator is not here. I don't think I want to close... Oh, there we go. Let's leave that open. Because I may need... Can you imagine, like, this is why I don't trust Gen and his, like, change of heart, because, like, this entire island is constructed, like, can you imagine just, like, the majesty of, you know, the work statue's mouth opening and this guy walking out of it? The majesty. Why can't I walk it back up in it? There we go. Okay. Upsy daisy. Alright, now the fire marble dome is up here. Are we too high now? Let's see, there's some stairs. That's up to there. There's some stairs back down looking over here. Yeah, that goes up to there. I might have gone the wrong way. I don't even see where the... It's over there somewhere, right? Maybe not. There's a big hole in the ground right there. What is that big hole in the ground? Let's see, we're already up here. We did our thing here. Yeah, I think I'm up too high. Oh no, it's over this way. Because that's the... That big dagger is over there. Yeah, it's like right over there. Oh, wait. Do we need to come up from the outside to it, maybe? There's no other way through here. Okay, well, let's just check all the paths again. I'm pretty sure we randomly got to it at some point, but I don't remember. Okay, so we went through here and we went around that way. What if we go around this way? We got our thing here. This takes us into the city. Does this take us back up and around? Yeah. So it's not that. We may have to forego looking for that one first. And maybe try the Morgue statue. I'm going to try for just another minute here and see if I can find the... Oh, wait, what was down here? Well, it's definitely not the way. Except that it is exactly the way. Gotta go up and around from the outside. There we go. Okay, so this is the one with the nose missing, which we determined was number... Hang on. Number 2. So, where is our... Okay, so we got the... Oh, hang on. There we go. It's a Sunner. So number 2 is a Sunner. It's not quite lit. There we go. Now we got. That's what it looks like. Okay. Two Sunner, and this is the broken one. Okay, now we got 2 more to find. And that's what I'm talking about, those holes in the water there where the steam's coming out. Alright, let's see if we can get to figure out where that submarine is and use that. I'm all turned around now. Back this way, I think. No. I think up this way. And I think this is the way to the... Isn't this the way to the village? Or am I going like deep underground here? Yeah, this is not the right way. But I don't remember what's down here, so I'm going to go look. Oh no, it is. Look at that. So there's the village. Up there. And... we've got a lot of things that we can't put down. Oh, thank goodness the submarine is still there. Alright, we're going to try and take the submarine to some of these other locations and see what we can figure out. Because I don't remember why I stopped. Like, I came out to here in the submarine and then we just kind of stopped going anywhere. Now, as you can see, this was actually like a prison transport submarine. So, yeah. I'm going to really hope that the lid closes when I do this. Is that what I want? I don't know if that's... I want to go forward. Wouldn't it just go... Oh, I don't know. Hang on. Let me get out here and look. I want to go... Okay, I do need to turn it around. I want to go that way to that or something and see what happens. Okay, back in. Alright, turn it around. I don't know what this does. That's supposed to turn... Or maybe that's telling it where to stop. Like it gets on the track. I don't know what that does. I think that takes it off the track. It gets on the track and maybe that's where it stops. We're going to find out. Okay, so we got water pressure because we're underwater. You're getting onto a boiler here. There we go. Turned on. There we go. Now the light's on. Okay. So let's see which one we're at. We are at... Oh. That's that fish. It seems to be pointing downwards. They're all pointing downwards. That's kind of funny. I wonder what that fish is actually called. Are they actually swimming downwards, or do they just look like they are, like as an evolutionary... I don't know. Anyway, we are here. I don't know what this all is about, but I think I can extend a bridge. This whole area was made for, like, executing people, so... Let's see. What have we here? Seems to be like a lever, or a dial, but I can't... This looks like a microphone, to be honest. I'm gonna... Yeah, this very much looks like a microphone. I'm gonna assume that this was where he could stand and, make proclamations. How did I get that? How did I get up here? Alright, let's then walk over here and see what wonderful new things we can deduce. So there's a chair and end tables or something. So this is how they could get up into their houses. Oh, I can't. Oh, thought I couldn't go that way for some reason. Can I lower that bridge? That would be useful if I could. Let's see. Yes, finally. There we go. Now I can get back over there easily. As long as nobody comes along and pulls it back up on me. Before we go that way, let's go up. Let's see what's up here. Maybe there'll be another totem up here. In the original game, you would occasionally see in at least one spot, one or two spots, it was possible to see people here, where you would, like, as you came in, because, you know, you would be locked to looking at a certain screen, and you would just see them, like, run away or, like, run in and close a door or something like that. So I'm gonna go over this way first. Can't... Boy, these are, like, really low to the ground. That their eyes do appear to be on the bottom, so... Okay. Is this just where they cooked the fish? They sure caught a lot of them. I guess they have a lot of people here to feed. Is this just a grill? Okay, so doing that caused steam to start coming out down there. Isn't that... That's the first place I went to. Can I open this back up again? Now the steam is coming up here. And it's not down there. Well, let's close it. I reckon I might need that steam down there. There's nothing to see up here, right? Does this look like it has some white in it? Hold on. Open this back up a second. Oh, it might just... Oh, the inside of it might just be coated with the... With the goop from the moths. Interesting. Okay, close it back up. We'll figure out what to do with that steam later. Let's see. It doesn't look like we can get over to there. This looks like the end of the line here. So, let's backtrack. And go left. Let's go. Let's not go up. Let's go stay on this level. Oh, I guess we're going to go. Oh, here we go. Could open another bridge. Ah, okay. So this is how we get back down to the school. And then pretty soon we could take the... When we go back down to there, we'll take that over to the school so that... I forget. I don't think you can actually call... I don't think you can call the submarine. But... Okay, so now we're back up over here. And what was in here? Oh, hey. That's right, we did find this one. Alright. What do we got to do with this one? Okay, this one would be... let's see. This one is bottom and right. So this one is number 4. I don't know why I'm taking a screenshot of that, but I bet you that tree has something to do with it because it's got stuff on it. All right, so number 4. Let's go look at this tree again. And see, it's got a bunch of moths. No, it's flowers this time. Is there anything weird about the tree? I feel like the tree is definitely important to this. Was there something we could do with the tree before that we couldn't figure out what it meant or not? I'm trying to remember. There is this pipe that runs over to the tree. Okay. And the pipe goes up to there, and there was a way to go up. Maybe... We've already been there. I don't remember what's... I think that's how we got up here originally. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so anyway, let's go back and go up. And see if then we can figure out what that pipe does at the top. Okay, we can't go that way. Some more moths. Paint bucket. They're making paints. They're making paints. Ooh. Now this I remember from the original game. 2, 3, 4. Remember, this is the age of where 5 is important. Yeah, that's it. That's all it does. I don't think it... If you keep going, you don't get anything else. Okay, so... Let's keep on trucking. But they sure did fry up a lot of these guys. I guess there's not a whole lot of really huntable creatures here, so they probably eat a ton of those things. Okay, we're getting up to the right spot here, so that's good. It's another one of those lookout towers. Alright, so there's like a frog-looking thing here. And there's our tree. So, looks like we're going to put some liquid in the tree. What do we do? Can I pull... Hold on. Okay, so that's the liquid that lights up. We're going to feed it to the tree? Can I move? There we go. Now, let's pull this out and see if I can do this at the same time. Maybe we could see something happen to the tree. How will I know when I have added enough to the tree? Oh, it's getting brighter. Stuff's happening. We're going to go a little bit more. That seems to be enough. Yeah. Okay, can we tell what it is? So basically it caused it to bloom like crazy. Let's give it a little bit more just for good measure, huh? Alright. Just making sure. Alright, let's head back down and see if we could figure out if we could see anything now that it's all bloomed up. Oh, I was kind of hoping I could just step... Wait a second. Can I not... Oh, that would be nice if I could just walk around over there. Alright, I'm hovering over this ladder. Please take me down. Please take me down, ladder. I'm still not sure where these totems and animals are to be used. But there's still a little bit more of this island to explore. So, let's see. This was just the house, whose door we can knock on. There was nothing else going on here. Okay. Heading back down. Then there was nothing this way, right? Oh no, there was. But this way... Was this the way around? Yeah, there we go. Very easy to get lost over here. Oh, okay. I'm relatively sure, because I've seen... Come on, iPad, turn back on. There we go. Because I've seen some of the symbols before. I'm pretty sure this is a beetle. Let's take a screenshot. Well, that's not good, I would say. This was number 4. Beetle. And this is... I'm just going to say it's the tree, even though that's really obvious that it is the tree. So we're still looking for one more totem, number 5, and I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it at all. I'm pretty sure we've now gone back and found all of the ones that we had previously discovered. So there's still like 2 more stops on the submarine. Maybe one of them will lead us to a place. We went that way for sure. Oh, I think we're going to have to go back that way because I don't want to just jump down and break my legs. Can't go up that way. Wait, hold on. I missed a ladder somewhere. Maybe we can go down the way I said. Yeah, we can. It's right here. And one more. And one more. Okay. That's just opening the gate, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're back over here. Did we go over this way? I don't think we did. That's just into a house. And this is just some supplies. Okay. I'm going to guess, like, fishing supplies. Oh, man, those are nasty looking. Probably pretty effective. Ooh, what's that red? Oh, that's just the glow of the thing there. All right, we're going to move on to the next spot, which should be over by the schoolhouse. And then we'll probably just continue on past that one. All right, because I'm going to assume there's 4 stops. So we're going to have one more after the school. And maybe there will be a totem. So let me double check that this is where I think we are. Mm-hmm. Yep, so here's the school. And then I'm pretty sure we were already able to... Yeah, this was just the... where that's... Yeah. That pulp where he was trying to make the... Where they cook things. Basically, I always get confused as to whether or not things were made by Gen versus made by the Rivenese. This island is mostly Rivenese with a little bit of a touch of Gen. The Spring Collection. Alright, I don't know... Oh, you know, I think the only place left is the actual execution platform. And I don't think there's going to be a totem over there. So... But let's see if there's anything worthwhile up here. Potentially. Potentially. So, if you recall, from the last stream, up... Boy, you can't even see it from here, can you? I don't even know which direction it's in, but... There's that one tower that we went up into, and we were able to close this. So basically, the accused stands here and then gets, I guess, dropped into the water, and then like a big orc comes and eats it or something. All right, so. Do they get lowered down on this? Yeah, look at that. There's little hand... clamps there, so of course 5. You need lower 5 people into the water. Maybe the idea was to drown them. I don't know. Can I go stand on it? No. What's it? What is middle versus top? Oh, that goes way up. Oh, that probably takes them up so that you can, like, attach them to it. All right, bring it back down, all the way back down. I want to try and ride that up there. Clearly, you can ride it up there. Okay. Yes, okay. So... we're going to go button run over and stand up. There we go. Yeah, that's not scary at all. Okay, and these are all work bones, I believe. Oh man. This is the prison. They would put him in the prison here and then just take him straight out to be executed, I guess. Hey, are you alive? Doesn't seem to be moving, but he doesn't look dead. I guess. Let's let him out. All right. Well, that's a quite the trick, isn't it? Is there like a hidden door somewhere? A rock that looks weird? Did he go down the drain? How about we look at the... Ha ha ha, look at this. Here we go. There is a rock that is weird. Did we hear that while we were standing outside? I don't feel like we did. We'll just close it. There we go. I was going to say, there's got to be a way to close it from the inside, or they'd figure out right away that something was up. So, there's a way to escape from the prison. So why would you... Oh, I guess maybe to keep up appearances. You would, Oh, I can't see a darn thing. Am I even going the right way? Oh, hey, there we go. Look at that. Oh. What, did he jump in the water? Suspicious. Yeah, that's fun. Okay. So, now that I found my way out, I could light my way back. And there's probably like a side passage that I missed somewhere, huh? Or a door or something. Can these things still light up? Yep. We got the good music playing. Oh, these are just, these are those power rocks, the fire marbles or whatever. Boop. And then they light up. These people are pretty clever. And there's the door. Alright, so let's light up all the things. Going to assume these are just going to stay lit up, but who knows? Okay, so... what did a loading door happen here? There we go. Either way. Let's go through this door and see what we got here. Excuse me. Push. Oh, that's a big door. Yeah, they love their hidden doors, man. Alright, let's go down the actual way first and see what we see. Oh, it's playing the important music. I think I know what the animals are for. Oh, yes. Except that we still are missing one. I got my fingers crossed that on the other side of this door, there is another totem. Or at the very least, some kind of animal. definitely a rotatey thing, huh? Oh, they won't even let me walk into the area. It's definitely a door that opens, but... Oh, look at this. Oh, this is... Okay. I think this is a... Yeah, this is a secret way. I remember that passageway from before. And I am concerned that if I go out there, because there was no way to open the door from the outside. But there is a thing there, so I'm just gonna... Yeah. Get back in. Okay. There was no way to open the door from the other side, so... That might just be a quicker way out of here than... going all the way up to the jail. Okay, so... Is there anything in here about the last symbol? I mean, we could probably brute force it, but it would take a while. So the symbols we have... Let's see. The symbols we have are... Number 1 is... this thing, which is clearly now a frog. Okay. Number 2 is the sunner, which is this one. 3 is the downward facing fish thing, which is this one. 4 is the beetle, which is that one. 5 we don't know, and 6 is the wark. Now, if I had to guess, and maybe I do have to guess, because I don't remember, I'm pretty sure this is the moth, and it's, I mean, they use the moth a lot, right? Let's give it a shot, and if this doesn't work, then we'll go back out and see if we could figure out where the rest of where the last one is. So 1 is, where are you, frog? 1 is froggy looking thing. 2 is the sunner. Oh, they also use that symbol a bit too. 3 was the downward looking fish. 4 was the beetle. Where's the beetle at? There it is. Now we're making a guess that this is the moth, and that this is it's like a crab thing, that this is the moth. That's really the only, because there's the work. I think that's really the only other creature we've seen on the island. Like, we saw that shape in a totem, but that was a beetle totem. So I'm going to guess, I'm pretty sure this is the moth. And then that the last one is the wark, which is the one right in front of the thing. So I think that did it. Well, I want... They do love building in their dramatic light sources, don't they? I wonder if the last totem exists somewhere, or if we were supposed to guess it. Right? Like Huh. I might actually look that one up. Okay, put the thing... There it goes. Ready? Let's find my book. Oh, this place looks pretty cool. I appear to be standing on a dock. This was the album. Oh, jeez. This was the box art of the original game. And it was, it took so long to get to this world. You know, it's like you're playing the whole game and you're like, where the heck is this thing? But here it is. All right, well, let's figure out what we're doing here. Hello. Low fives. Oh. Hi. No. No, you don't do that. You don't. Did you just... You did. Okay. Whoa. My camera is oddly sensitive. It's the what? Am I in? The camera was weird because it was like if you move slow, it barely moves, it ramps. Kind of made me feel like I might have been drugged. Okay, that was uncomfortable. Oh, dinosaur out there. All right. Am I imprisoned or could I get out of here? Okay, I can't open this door. I still have my book and thingamajig. Yep. I'm looking this way now. Suddenly felt an urge to look at the door. Hi there. Yeah, Katerina. Is that my... That's my book? If you're... I'm hoping you're telling me to free Catherine.
No, Katerina. Wisi fapolo ya sepeyai.
Yeah, Catherine's original Rivenese name was more like Catherine, but Atris is a Dunny raised on Earth and always just called her Catherine. That's the music. Thought someone was banging on the door. At least I think that's the music. Well, what do we got here? Oh. So, this was the book that Atris gave me. This is oh, here. I write quickly from my prison. Along with this journal. Oh, here we go. Time to do a bunch of reading. Oh, no, maybe not. I write quickly from my prison. Along with this journal, I've instructed Nella to return the book that the moiety intercepted upon your arrival. After questioning her, I've concluded that it was written by Atris for a very specific purpose. Gen will wish to use it, though he will undoubtedly be suspicious. Once he is out of the way, you'll still need the combination to release me. I'm told he keeps it somewhere in his outpost on 233. It's interesting that she uses English numbers there. I guess she's, or Arabic numerals. Spent a lot of time on Earth, too. Or with Atris, rather. Then I assume we're to signal Atris. I think I know how it might be done, but I don't attempt it. But don't attempt it before I'm released. Well, that's good, because I don't know how it could have been done. All right, we're going to read this, so buckle up. It's been 1 week since I linked to Riven, and I'm still reeling from the changes I witnessed. Even before my eyes could adjust, the smell of my homeland embraced me. Yeah, oh, there we go. I didn't make it very far without coughing. The sweet salt air was instantly familiar, but the scene that soon resolved was not. As I stood there, struggling to make sense of what I was seeing, a violent clang sounded, and bars appeared before me. See, now, for my space engineer's time, a violent clang sound is very nerve-wracking. It was then that I must have been darted, for my memory after is cloudy. A Rivenese man, shabbily dressed in militaristic attire, was shouting something at me. He seemed to be attempting to speak Dunny, but his grasp of the language was so poor that I could not make out his words. And then the world went dark. Many voices passed, until at last I awoke to a familiar face. Etty, I guess. After all this time, she's still as warm and kind as ever. And yet the years have clearly wounded her. They've wounded everyone whose world became a prison when Gen was trapped here. Everything is tinged with pain and loss, even Etty's bright smile, though she does her best to hide it. A desperate urgency, squelched by unfettered fears, seethes beneath her cordial veneer. When Atris and I left Gen here all those years ago, I was haunted by visions of what had become of my people and how they might have come to suffer under his rule. But the injustices I imagined were nothing compared to the atrocities that have actually come to pass. The following is a chronicle of what I have learned, a record of all that has happened, should I no longer be here to tell it. Doodles. The moiety. It seemed. Do you think these doodles are important? Maybe. Yeah. It seems the... Screenshot. It seems the confrontation that led to Gen's entrapment on Riven was witnessed by some of the Rivenese. But, let's see, the confrontation led to... Okay. But their interpretation of the event was skewed, no doubt due to Gen's overinflated view of himself. Atris and I had hoped that stripping him of his ability to link to other worlds might lead people to conclude that his claims of godhood were false. But it appears the opposite has come to pass. If Gen was a god, and we had vanquished him, then we must be greater gods. It was thus assumed that my absence was only temporary, and that I would surely return one day to set the world right again. Thus the moiety, the name they adopted after Gen's disparaging use of the term, were born, sworn enemies of Gen and devotees of me. Why is it called moiety? Oh, well, maybe we'll find out. I had no inkling of this misconception about myself until 2 days ago, though in hindsight it makes perfect sense given the way I've been treated. For their part, they naturally assumed an omniscient deity might well be aware of their own divine status, so there was no need to inform me. That makes sense, yeah. I only finally pieced it together during a recent underground gathering where they reenacted their version of the story of my life, a riveting tale that culminated with the confrontation between Atris, myself, and Gen at the edge of the fissure. That's got to be pretty good. The events had been exaggerated to such grandiose proportions that I found it hard at times to suppress my laughter, and yet this myth has also given them the courage to stand against Gen, and the hope that they might someday be delivered from the relentless inhumanities of his authoritarian rule. Even so, the fact that I am the one who has been cast as their savior, an omnipotent being who would one day return to Riven, overthrow Gen, and lead them to a new paradise is deeply unsettling. I would do anything to free my people from this hellish existence, but I am not who they think I am. Boy, for a diary that's 2 days old, it's a lot of writing. How, though, can I dissuade them from the notion without also crushing their hopes? As Gen's power grew, so did the moiety, and in order to evade his persecution, for he would wipe them all out in an instant if he could, they had to become more and more adept at concealing themselves. They make use of a network of caves that so far he has failed to discover, but I fear it's only a matter of time before they're found out. Secret passage to the rebel linking room. 3 bolts must be lit. Ah, okay, so maybe I can get back into that room if I know how to light up the bolts or whatever. Oh, bolu, not bolts. 3 bolu must be lit. So lanterns on the ground, maybe? Further jeopardizing their existence is the fact that the moiety absolutely refuse to sever their ties with those who have sided with Gen. The two factions thus live together in surprising harmony, their overarching sense of cultured unity appearing to outweigh the schism, at least for now. I've heard today that father and an aunt were... Oh, okay. Must be like a brother or something. Inducted into Gen's labor force. And so I so longed to see them, but the dimness shrouded Eddie's face so abruptly when I asked of them that it felt me hesitant to, that it left me hesitant to press the matter further. I must know the truth eventually, but I fear the news will not be good. From the moment of their inception, the moiety have sought to disrupt Gen's plans at every turn, sabotaging his constructions, stealing from his precious stockpiles, and keeping an ever-watchful eye on his every move. They shroud themselves with dark coverings and delight in the fact that their enemies are often frightened by their wraith-like appearance and their almost preternatural ability to wreak havoc without detection or consequence. It was in the course of one of these forays that I was fortuitously rescued when I first linked to Riven. I shudder to think what might have become of me had that scout not been there to intervene. Yeah, just like me. Gen will certainly be hunting for me now, no doubt furious at his guard's failure to detain me. He must be even angrier, though, at the loss of his linking book he surely assumes I brought with me. That I was deceived into linking into Riven without a way back is a bitter yet fortunate fact, for it may well have meant the death of us all had a path back to Dunny fallen into his destructive hands. So if you don't remember, or if you didn't know, she was tricked into coming here by her sons. That's part of the plot of the first game, Myst. She was tricked into coming here and with no way back. And then Atris was also trapped in without his Myst linking book. When he finally discovers that I came here empty-handed, he'll be angrier still. That is some consolation, at least. Is that a picture of angry Gen? I don't know. I don't know that this is relevant. I have glimpsed the final breath of a dying age. A tiny blade cuts the void, the white hole divided, again and again, dipped in black. The nib drips red, the art of genocide. Today I ventured above ground to see for myself what has become of the island. I hoped it wouldn't be as bad as the moiety had reported, but it was worse. Having lived with it for so long, the Rivenese have become inured to the steady decay around them, but I was devastated. As we wound our way through the underbrush, I found myself once again breathing in my youth, the ocean air transporting me back in a matter of seconds. But as my eyes again took hold, the warmth of those memories vanished, and I was left with nothing but numbness. We had reached a bluff that had not been there the last time I visited my home. Riven, which was once one island, has split into 5 distinct pieces that have since drifted apart at an astonishing rate. 4 of these have been claimed by Gen as his exclusive domain, and only those who have sworn their loyalty to him are ever allowed to access them. From my vantage point at the edge of the trees, I could see 3 of them, now blighted with Gen's monomaniacal constructions. These islands are closely guarded and pose great personal risk to the moiety, though that hasn't kept them from doing whatever they can to thwart Gen's endeavors there. I wish you would number the pages with like a, 10 out of 20. So, yeah, that's how you get around. The 4th island I could not see, as it has crept away to some distance and now lies concealed by fog. The moiety said Gen originally governed from this small island, living and working in a protected space he built for himself atop the stump that remains where the great tree used to stand. The only surviving forest is located here, on the largest island, where the village also remains. This island was ostensibly intended to be a province of the people, but it too has been irrevocably marred by Gen's oppressive intrusions. Words fall, brittle brown leaves, masquerading as green, should never have held lives both bloomed and as yet unseeded. Should never have held, yeah. I feel nothing today. Oh, that was all day 1. Next day. I am an outcast among outcasts, the diaspora of a dying world. Despite my reported protestations, the moiety continue to treat me differently. Their desperate need, precluding any discussion from the belief that I am some sort of messiah, come to save them. They misconstrue my every move as a validation of their faith, whispering of how I walked the island, bold and unafraid, mistaking my outrage of the island's devastation for bravery. But I am afraid, for I know something that the moiety do not. The underlying reason for the island's accelerated decay. Gen wrote this world, and so it will fail, as all of Gen's ages ultimately fail. I must make the moiety understand this, but I cannot talk to Eddie. There were brief moments soon after my arrival when my divine status was forgotten and I was simply Katran again. But they are almost non-existent now. There is one person who seems immune to these fallacious notions, Nella. Her gaze has never faltered whenever I've dared hint that at the uncomfortable truth. I feel I could trust her to bear the full brunt of it. Scribbles. Gen is making books? How did I not know this until now? Atris and I knew he would likely attempt it, as he has adopted the paranoid practice of writing all of the necessary materials into his ages. He's been exploiting the natural resources and the people of Riven as fodder for his mad pursuit to further his colonialist ideals. Thankfully, it sounds as if he has not yet succeeded. As painful as it's been, the fact that I've returned to Riven at this crucial juncture is fortuitous. The age is crumbling. My people are suffering, and if Gen succeeds in securing his freedom, other worlds will suffer the same. The moiety are looking to me. I may only be mortal, but I have to do something. Okay, this is the telescope right where you come in. I think we connected. This is about connecting the steam to it, right? I think that's... Let's just take a screenshot just in case. I've been long time. Oh, it's been a scribble. Long time since my last entry. There is much to tell. Oh boy. It was hard to recognize, but I found the star fissure. It is located on what Gen refers to as his Temple Island. Though the moiety prefer to use the Rivenese word alapo, which means water pool. They've thus taken to referring to the void itself as the Alaturan pool of stars. It is the very fissure that allowed Atris and me to escape this age without leaving a linking book behind us, which is the opening scene of Myst, if you're not familiar. Though it has since been sealed with a skin of heavy iron. Several derelict devices from that time remain mounted to its surface, including a hatch with a window viewport, a large telescope, and a mechanical lift that was used to install it, the combination to which was acquired by the moiety long ago. Look at that. I could figure out what those numbers are from my notes. In the early days, the moiety briefly considered reopening the fissure. Thankfully, they decided against it, and had they attempted it back then, the results might well have been catastrophic. Were they to do so today, it would certainly mean the end of Riven. I'm told that the days immediately following Gen's confinement on Riven, he attempted to determine the feasibility of navigating the stars beneath the fissure, for he had seen the Myst book fall from Atris's hands into the very same space. To this end, he sacrificed several poor souls, alleged transgressors of the law, by throwing them into the hatch so he could observe their fate. It is said that they did not die, but what becomes of them remains a mystery. They probably landed in New Mexico. And that original fissure is no longer alone. New ruptures have appeared in recent years at various locations around the islands. In some instances, the moiety were able to glimpse the breaches before Gen and his minions moved in to contain them. Their descriptions support my suspicion that the forces that are tearing Riven apart are more than merely geological. More troubling, however, is that Gen is not simply containing these rifts, but is somehow using them to travel between the islands, and that he has also reportedly devised a way to harvest the energies from the expanse for some yet unknown purpose. How like him to wantonly exploit for his own selfish gain that which he does not understand. So obviously she's talking about the marble domes being able to, connect into the star fissure and travel through them, and then the Powerball things. The star field beneath the fissure is not as it seems. It is a gentle space, as hospitable to life as a flowing river. You can't really live in a river, though, can you? Like, in the river. Anyway, that is how Atris described his brief time within the expanse before he linked out, leaving his Myst book adrift within it. He was never able to conclude upon its nature, but I cannot help but feel that there must be some greater pneuma behind it. Something I should have mentioned earlier. One of the colossal blades that appeared in the course of our escape from Riven, the great dagger that stands at the end of the fissure, has been adopted by the moiety as the emblem of their struggle. They have their own explanation as to how it came to be, of course, but their choice is more apt than they know. as that dagger, along with the other blades, was a manifestation of my rage at the desecration that Gen had already wrought upon my world. I haven't told the moiety that I wrote it into this age, as I feared that would only fuel their overestimation of me, but I can't deny it pleases me to have inadvertently provided them with such a fitting symbol for their cause. My limited encounters with Gen's followers have been discouraging. When I've attempted to engage them, they've fled from me. I heard an interesting tale from the moiety last night, which may help to explain this. Soon after we trapped Gen on Riven, he claimed that it was he who had been responsible for the Great Blades, summoning them as a preemptively punitive reminder of the obeisance he expected. Obeisance? There's a lot of big words in this. In the village circles, it is told that this act marked the beginning of a period of restitution, at the end of which, provided they had proven their devotion to him, they would be delivered unto the new and better existence. I will continue my attempts to intervene on their behalf. The cage has finally failed. Gen is free. My sources have confirmed that Gen managed to create a functional linking book. In fact, he had done so before my arrival, but kept this accomplishment so well hidden that only his closest acolytes were aware of it. In keeping with his callous regard for the worlds he creates, he simply named this age 233. It is not yet known whether he has written others. Well, I mean, 233. So, we're currently in age. Well, I don't know which one we're in right now, but Riven is 5, so. I've also just learned that years ago, moiety scouts managed to steal a book that was an early failure that Gen had intended to destroy. It was largely complete, but did not work. I wasn't told about it until now because they thought it was useless. Gen struggled for decades, but he could never get a conventional linking book to work. Then one day, he began construction of a cumbersome mechanical solution, a complex array of devices designed to harness the energies of the starry expanse and use them to suppress his book's inherent flaws. The design phase was chaotic and often dangerous. The moiety tell of tremendous explosions as Gen sought to contain and wield forces that he knew little to nothing about. But he is nothing if not determined, and eventually he was able to use this enormous crutch to link to another age. I can't deny his brilliance, but it is an abominable solution, brutish and overwrought, and all but entirely unnecessary. I have studied the